Well, thank you for joining us today at Torrens University Open Day. I'm joined here today with Kylie Clarke, and Kylie and I are going to have a chat about the events industry.
Thanks so much for inviting me, Jess. Great to be here.
No problem. It's awesome to have you here. Now, to start off, Kylie, the events industry has been one of the highest impacted industries throughout the whole pandemic in 2020. How do you see how optimistic are you about the recovery of the industry in 2021?
Yeah, I think that's a really great question because, it has been really impacted over the last 12 months with COVID. But the great thing about events, and I think people that work in events, they're really innovative. And so, yes, while the events industry has been very heavily impacted in terms of face-to-face events, I think it's really opened up the opportunity for, new ways of delivering events, such as hybrid events and virtual events as well. So we were seeing a lot of that happen in 2020. I think a lot of people cancelled their face-to-face events, then went, we still need to have business events, we still need to have our business as usual. So then they moved into that virtual space. And I think 2021, now that we're seeing restrictions like lessen a little, definitely there'll be more hybrid events. And when I talk about hybrid events, I mean there'll be a smaller constituent in the sense of meeting in person, and then you'll still have the virtual attendees as well. So there'll be kind of that mixture of two different types of delivery.
Yeah, nice. No, it's been incredible to watch the change and just to see how everyone's adapted. And I like how you've just said everyone in the industry needs to be innovative and really go with the flow, I guess. That kind of leads into my next question. What would you say to someone looking to start or to be a successful event manager? What would your top 3 skills be?
Yeah, so absolutely innovation. I think being innovative in the sense that, I think innovation and adaptability come hand in hand. So they would probably be my top 2 kind of skills, especially in the current climate, because as you know, things are changing constantly, and what might be, certain levels of kind of restrictions and ways that event can be held one week can flip and change the next. So just being innovative, adaptable, and obviously being well organised as well. Organisation is a key component to any event manager. So just having those organisational skills really kind of ties in to bring those top 3 skills together.
And the events industry, it's such a fascinating one. It can take you right around the whole entire world. It can present so many opportunities. In your experience, out of the many events you've done, do you have a favourite event that you can share with us?
I do, and it's probably one of my most recent events that I've ran. So as you know, Jess, I've started my own business around 2 years ago now, so just coming up to the 2-year anniversary. So worked in events for quite a long time, like 16 plus years, and then decided to go out on my own with my business partner, and we started our own event management consultancy. And so I would probably say November last year, we were contracted to work on the National Gallery of Australia Know My Name virtual conference. So it's essentially showcasing female artists and really saying, female artists and their works really need to be spotlighted and showcased. And as part of that, there was a huge Indigenous component as well, and really showcasing Indigenous artists and First Nation people. And as part of that virtual delivery as well, we really tapped into that accessibility piece. So not only was it mainstream kind of presented, there was also an Auslan and closed caption stream as well. So it was all run concurrently through the platform that we provided. And so that really allowed anyone with hearing impediments or sight impediment to be able to participate in the conference. So that for us was and for me personally, that was such an amazing experience, and we really kind of set a new kind of benchmark on how virtual events should be delivered. And in addition to that, the client that we worked with were just so absolutely giving in their time and their knowledge and really explaining a lot about female artists and the artwork. And so I left there so enriched. Yeah. So I was there for 5 days and I walked away and I was like, I feel like I need to be paying you because, I feel I've just learnt so much being part of this conference. So that probably at the moment is my top event.
Wow, that sounds incredible. And how amazing that, going through event management and organising these events, that you can make such a big impact, and like you said, for your client to make such a big impact on yourself
absolutely.
as well.
But having that reciprocated kind of impact on one another is really, it's why I do my job. It's that's the kind of thing that gets me up every day and keeps me going.
And last but not least, if you had one piece of advice that you could give to anyone either currently studying in the industry, working in the industry, or thinking about a career in events management, to be successful, what would your one bit of advice be?
Yeah, that's a really great question. And I would say experience. Get as much experience as you possibly can, because event management is such a broad stroke kind of, degree. And there's, as you mentioned before, there's so many different avenues and so many different facets of event management. And there's the kind of like, you could be like a wedding planner, and there's, like festival kind of event management that you can go down to the expo, or the avenue that I went down when I first got into event management being the association area. So I would definitely say anyone who's thinking about becoming an event management or event manager, to absolutely get some experience under their belt. And for those that are currently studying in event management degrees, just get experience, like kind of go out there and look at all the different areas of what event management can take you into, and then really find the area that you shine and you love, and that can become your niche.
Well, Kylie, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been amazing to speak with you and to find out a little bit more about the events industry, and especially from your perspective working in the industry for so long. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. It's been great.
No problem.
Thanks, Jess.
And thank you everyone for tuning in with us today at Open Day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. To find out a little bit more information about our degrees, or about our event management degree in particular, head over to our website at torrens.edu.au. Thank you.
Thanks.